Imagine being locked up for decades for a crime you did not commit. Your lawyers think you can get a new trial and win, but there's no guarantee.
Suddenly, prosecutors offer you a deal. You can go free, but there's a catch.
Tonight, News 5 investigator Sarah Buttison exposes dark pleas, secret deals that pressure innocent people into pleading guilty.
Sometimes the criminal justice system gets it wrong, and sometimes it refuses to make things right.
To be honest, I don't even know how they sleep at night. I don't know what kind of heart you have.
Angela Garcia is explaining why she pled guilty to setting the fire that killed her 2 children. Her story begins in 1999. Fire broke out inside her East Cleveland home. Her 2 little girls died from smoke inhalation. After 2 mistrials, Angela was convicted in 2001 of arson and murder. She expected to spend the rest of her life behind bars, until she learned the science that helped convict her had been debunked.
Oh, I was so ecstatic because I felt like now I got this chance to prove myself.
After 16 years behind bars, she had a chance to prove her innocence. But just before her court hearing, prosecutors made an unexpected offer. Instead of a 4th trial and the risk of another conviction, she could serve just 5 more years, but only if she pled guilty to arson.
If you're in a desert and you've been in a desert for 3 weeks and somebody hands you a glass of water, you're going to drink it.
With only minutes to make a decision, she took the deal.
When it comes to pleas like that, you don't have no options. It's like, answer it right now.
It's almost like having a gun pointed at your head and being told to sign a confession.
Ohio Supreme Court Justice Michael Donnelly says what happened to Angela is an example of what he calls a dark plea. When a convict finds new evidence in their case, they can get a second chance to prove their innocence. But before a trial date is set, prosecutors sometimes swoop in with an irresistible offer. The convict can go free and avoid a trial. All they have to do is say they're guilty.
We all thought, well, he's free, but, is he really? I mean, is that justice?
So
Lamont Clark says he had no choice but to accept the dark plea he was offered.
So I have to live with a conviction that I know that I didn't do.
His story begins in 1992. Clark says he and his wife were joking around when a gun in her hand went off. The bullet hit Tanya Banks, killing her and their unborn child.
I just fell to my knees. I couldn't believe it.
He was convicted for their deaths and sentenced to life in prison until he learned Cuyahoga prosecutors hid critical evidence.
When I found out about the medical records, I was just like gut-wrenching, couldn't believe it, and it's crazy.
Before she died, Banks told medical staff she accidentally pulled the trigger, not Lamont. But just before a hearing to present the evidence, Lamont learned his mother was critically ill. When prosecutors offered to let him out if he pled guilty to involuntary manslaughter, he took the deal.
If my mother would have been healthy, we wouldn't be having this conversation today because I would have never took a plea. Never.
Lamont and Angela didn't realize how difficult life would be as a convicted felon. They can't seek compensation for a wrongful conviction. It was hard to find a job, and even harder to reconnect with family members. For Angela, that includes her sister.
Because it's like, we don't know each other, because my sister is not the same person she was 20-something years ago, and neither am I, or, my mom, or...
So how often do dark pleas happen? When researchers at the University of Wisconsin reviewed hundreds of innocence claims around the country, they found prosecutors offered dark pleas in dozens of cases. They also found every convict who turned down the deal was eventually exonerated. Donnelly says it shows why dark pleas should be banned.
The airline industry is a great analogy. If it had an error rate like the criminal justice system has, I don't think there would be too many people flying.
We wanted to know if Cuyahoga County prosecutors still offer dark pleas, but they wouldn't talk to us about it.
We know in at least 2 cases, county prosecutors dismissed charges after learning about new evidence. We also know they offered Isaiah Andrews a dark plea. He turned it down, went to trial, and was found not guilty of his wife's murder just 6 months before he died in 2022.
Although nothing can take back the years that were taken from you, that justice in some small part will be served to you for the remainder of your time here.
Before DNA evidence, there were around 400 exonerations in the U.S. Now there are close to 4,000. The number doesn't include Lamont.
I couldn't even stand to see her cry. You know what I'm saying? They sitting there and got me convicted of killing her.
So that was the.
It doesn't include Angela either. Their cases don't count because they took dark pleas.
I didn't think that when I took this plea, I didn't think of all the other things that I would have to endure afterwards.
In Cleveland, I'm News 5 investigator Sarah Buttison.